Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more.
Robert Rivas Radio, Tejano, and much more. And at this time, I'd like to welcome El Gato Negro, Ruben Ramos, to my morning show. Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning, Robert. Good morning to all you listeners right now. This morning, de parte de Ruben Ramos, El Gato Negro. Un abrazo.
Amigo, I hear that you've been playing some golf. How's your golf game?
I'm shaking, man. You know, you play good one day, and then you think you got it. You go next week, and you ain't got it. But that's how the game is. So it's a lot of fun, you know.
Amigo, diles, I'm El Gato Negro, man. You can't be doing that to me, man. You got to give me a second try, a second chance.
But I won mine and I've lost mine, so I'm fine.
There you go.
I'm having fun.
Amigo, you have been in the business a long time. You are a Tejano icon. You are a Chicano icon. You're pretty much a music icon. And I congratulate your efforts, what you've done in the music industry. Y la cosa, amigo, is that you're getting stronger and stronger as you move forward. Congratulations.
Thank you. I love the music. I love my fans. I love the people that que me apoyan. And there's no, like I say, there's no date on my calendar that says, oh, I'm going to retire right here, because there's not, till Dios no quiera. But I love my music, and I'm exercising a little bit more. I'm just taking care of myself a little more, you know, than I used to, and I plan to be here for as long as God gives me life.
That is awesome. Ruben, before we move forward, my condolences go out to you about your brother, Alfonso Ramos.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you. He's in a good place. He's in a great place right now.
That must have been very hard for you. That must have been very difficult for you on his passing.
Oh, of course it was. Of course I lost my other two brothers also, you know, so it's, you know, it's part of life. It's part of life. Death, you know, born, you die. It's part of life, but it's hard to accept it, you know. But no, thank you. They're in a good place, man.
Ruben, how long had you and your brother been performing together?
Me and my brother Alfonso have been performing since 1959. I was a drummer for him for 11 years. I was the English singer for his band. And then after that, we in 1970, we went our own, the Mexican Revolution, you know.
That's right, the Mexican Revolution.
But then in 1980, he came in with my band for about 6 years. So we've been doing, then at the end, you know, we were doing gigs together, you know, bringing him with, you know, special guests and stuff. So, but with him about 40 years.
Now, y'all had the Mexican Revolution, ¿verdad?
Right.
What was the name of the band before the Mexican Revolution? ¿Tenía un nombre antes que eso, Ruben?
No, that was the original name, the Mexican
Revolution. I got you. There we go, the Mexican Revolution. Now, Ruben, I got a question for you, and I have been racking my brain, and maybe I'm wrong at this. Mi hermano, God rest his soul, he had all your music. There was a song that I can remember. I mean, like I said, I'm thinking this was you guys, the Mexican Revolution, Alfonso and Ruben Ramos. Una canción que se pedía Las Muchachas de Havana.
Las Muchachas de La Habana. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all performed the song, ¿verdad? Y'all had the song recorded?
With my brother.
Right.
Alfonso Ramos. See,
right.
My brother Eligio was in the army, so he was stationed in Puerto Rico for a long time. So all the music and the merengues that we did with Alfonso and all those, that came from my big brother Eligio Ramos. He brought him from Puerto Rico, this new music to us and to him, you know, but he was experiencing the live music over there with the Puerto Ricanos, you know. So he brought that music, you know. Las Muchachas de La Habana.
And no es de Havana, es de La Habana.
La Habana.
That's what
When I in Havana, we still don't know. We still didn't know that the H was silent.
Ruben, I've got some very fond memories cuando tocaban ustedes at El Conquistador en Seguin. ¿Se acuerdan de eso?
And New Braunfels.
There you go, in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Some fond memories, man. You guys were always playing there.
That was a ballroom. That was a ballroom of ballrooms, and that's what we used to performing in ballrooms. Now we perform in bar and grills, but because the ballrooms are now more norteño than Chicano Tejano. So, but we still perform in those ballrooms, but not as much as we used to. But those were the days when the Hi-Ho ballroom, the Sarape ballroom, the Conquistador ballroom, Seguin ballroom. All these are ballrooms, That's
¿Nunca tocaste en el Patio de la Luz?
In El Valle, yeah.
What about in San Antonio?
Probably did con Alfonso, yes.
That was, I think it was located on I'm going to say, Colorado y Comercio.
Okay.
It was upstairs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
También.
Yes, I remember upstairs.
Tanto lugares, no, Ruben. So many places that you have performed at. It is just unreal.
Well, Sarape, the Top Hat Ballroom in Dallas, upstairs, All the ballrooms in Chicago or in Illinois, they're either in the basement or they're in the second floor, not in the street floor. In Iowa, they're in the third floor. And the only way you could unload your instrument was through a fire escape.
Amigo, what got you into the music business? At what age got your mentality where you said, I want to be a singer, man. I want to be a musician? ¿Cuándo empezó todo esto?
It was never in my mind that this is what I want to be. It was a family thing. It was a family thing way back from my grandfathers and also my uncles from the 20s, 30s, 40s, the Charleston, the jitterbugs, the big orchestra, big band, orchestras, with 3 saxophones, 3 trumpets, 1 trombone. That's an orchestra. That's what my brother had. But it's all in the family. My father was a musician. My mother was a musician. All my brothers, my sisters, my uncles. So it was just a matter of stepping, keep the chain going or keep the onda going, whatever you may call it,
Carrying the fire, passing the torch, as they say, no?
Passing the torch, well, yeah. But and the music saved me because I don't say this proudly, but I was going the other way before the music, before I started tagging along with my brother's band, I was going the wrong way.
What do you mean? Oh, you were going the wrong way. You were doing things that you shouldn't be doing.
Well, I was starting to.
Okay.
But music, thank God, saved me. Because all my friends or so-called friends that used to be my friends, they're all gone. And maybe just a couple, but 2 of them are in prison. So that tells you where I was going.
Lo bonito de ti, Ruben, is that the transition, you've been transitioning as the decades move forward, so do you. I mean, we could say you went from Chicano music to more Tejano music.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, it's however you want to define. What is the difference, Ruben, in your opinion? What is the difference between Chicano music and Tejano music?
Chicano music was that's what we were, or we still are, Chicano. Chicano music is us living in this environment. I'm from Sugar Land. I was born in Sugar Land, and for 9 years I spoke nothing but Spanish. Then we moved to Austin because in Sugar Land, the Mexicanos went to school here, the Negritos went to school here, and the whites went to school here. The only time that we were together was in the bus. And it was always, fighting, not together. We weren't together. It was, always Mexicanos and Negritos in the back. But when we got to Austin, over here, we were all together. There was Negritos, Bolillos, Mexicanos, all in the same school, same rooms, And over here was a different environment than from the country. I was from the country where you don't have a radio, So
I can barely hear you. Ruben.
So coming to Austin was a real change of culture to me, from Mexicano to starting English, speaking English, singing in English, start singing in English. I started singing in English because I was already a drummer with my brother's band, so I wanted them to come and hear us. We played for some teenage dances, So I wanted my friends from school, high school, to come and hear us because I thought I was a bad drummer. Bad meaning good,
Bad meaning good. There we go.
But I told my friends, why don't you go listen to us, Thursday we're going to do this, da-da-da. They said, yeah, we'd love to go, but we don't want to go because we can't understand your brother. He just sings nothing but Spanish music, Spanish songs. So I told my brother, hey, why don't you learn some English songs? My friends come and see us. He told me, if you want English, you sing it. I said, man, how am I going to sing and play drums at the same time? But the same thing occurred again, and he told me the same thing. So I think Fats Domino came out, I don't know what year it was, but 1960-something, 3, with Blueberry Hill. I really liked it, man. And I started playing, I found my 3 hill. I started practicing with my drums and playing and singing it, and that was my first song on stage. After that, I think from Bobby Blue Bland to Ray Charles to Little Richard to James Brown. Couldn't move like James Brown, but I had my high voice.
Couldn't move like James Brown.
Hell no.
Who can, Ruben? Who can?
Right, exactly, man. Now, but that's where I started singing. But it was just by, I could say by accident, or not by accident, but everybody, my sister was taken from the cotton fields by my uncles. My uncles played, like say, in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and, late, early, middle 50s, but they played nothing but jitterbug music. And they played some balseadas and whatever, but there was no singers in front in those days. So they got a big gig that was paying good money, but they told them that you need to bring a singer. So they went to Sugar Land, talked to my mama about my sister Inez. She was 14 years old. She joined the band, 14 years old. And that was the beginning for this familia. Then after that, she got married with a drummer, and my brother followed, Alfonso, then my brother Eligio. Then they broke away, but they started their band. Then I started tagging along. Then my brother Joe Ramos, then my brother Pia. We just brought him in,
Ruben, born and raised, ¿dónde?
In Sugar Land.
Sugar Land. Born and raised in Sugar Land, Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amigo, we could be here for days and days talking about todos los éxitos que traes. You just got so much, you keep the tradition alive of the brass sound, porque you don't find that too much anymore. The brass sound. It's very difficult to find that now.
Well, it's been so easy for people to leave their horns and play the brass with the synthesizers, And there's a lot of music has been done synthesized right now. A lot of music being perform, maybe 4 or 5 guys, and you hear a conga, you hear a timbales, you hear, but who's playing them? Pre-recorded, But I believe in music right here, done right here, right now, for you, whoever, come see us, I don't believe in singing to a tape or pantomime or whatever. I don't like that. I gotta have my breasts, and of course my rhythm section.
I don't think people could see you any other way, Ruben. I mean, that is the beauty of what you provide for the people is not only el sonido, not only your voice, but the brass along with it. I mean, I don't think we could see you any other way.
No. Well, I've done mariachi. I'm starting to do mariachi presentations with my band. Big presentation. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come out with a mariachi. And then
Ruben, for as much as you toured as in your lifetime, and we'll talk in your early days, cuando empezaste, did you deal with any type of prejudice out there?
Oh yeah, Waco, as close as Waco, Plainview.
Really?
There's another city I can't remember, but, a service station wouldn't sell us gas, They're without of gas. Hey, those people are pumping gas right there. Now we're out of gas. Our restaurant in Waco, I have my wife and my 2 daughters. We sat down and nothing but whites there. And they just walked past us, and finally a waitress came and said, you might as well leave because you're not going to get waited on. So we just got up and walked out, In LaGrange, Texas, we stopped to get a hamburger at a restaurant. The front says Mexicans and dogs in the back.
Really?
Really.
Qué desgraciado.
Yeah.
God, jeez. Ruben, how difficult was it for you to control your temper on something like that when you're facing, prejudice like that?
It's, in Louisiana también, we were going to stop. We were coming from Florida on a tour, and ya veníamos desahogados, ya nos pagaron, traemos feria, hey, but let's stop and have a drink. Well, what's the hurry back? It was Monday, traveling back. So we stopped and tried to go into the bar. Said, no, your kind is not wanted here. This happened 15 years ago. But yeah, I'm starting to see more of that. Then it was like gone for a little while. Now with this idiot presidente, as far as that's my opinion, he's really stoked up the fire of racism.
It's funny you're mentioning restaurants. I just had a friend of mine who was in Colorado about a month ago, and he said he stopped at a restaurant. There was a lot of white people in there, and he said 20 minutes, and nobody ever came to serve him. They had to get up and leave. He said,
yeah.
They would not serve us. They were not going to serve us, and that is just so unfortunate. What an ugly thing.
It's real ugly. It's just so, how you say, makes you feel like, in a way. But we got to know that it's there. We got to know to understand that it's there, and we need to control ourselves and our emotions, or and be the best person, or try to be the best person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Amigo, you have performed with everybody. Estrella tras estrella, Little Joe, Supergrupo Más, Emilio. We can go on and on. Amigo, do you ever just kind of look back at things and say, how blessed you can be in your life for, just not only entertaining the crowds, but some of the stars you've performed with. And to this day, like I said, Ruben, you seem to be getting even bigger and bigger as time goes on.
I'm blessed. I say that I am blessed to still be here doing the music that I love to do and doing the work that I love to do. You know, isn't that fun driving back 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, blah blah blah. But that's part of the job. You know, that's part of the road, having a flat, having a blowout. Last week had a blowout in the bus, and we barely made it to Laredo, but we made it. You know, but on those things like that are not fun, but that's part of the territory. That's part of the job. You know.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
You gotta expect it. You gotta expect, hey, it's gonna happen sometime, so hey, be ready.
Ruben, let me test your memory bank here, and I know you can just have too many of these stories, pero out of the clear blue that you can remember right now, can you share at least one story of being on the road? Algo, maybe something funny, or maybe algo that you're never gonna forget, lo que te pasó en el camino.
One thing, we went to Japan. This is not the camino. This is something that's good, and it's never happened to me before or after this. But I went to play in Japan for the people, the top brass or whatever over there in Japan, Okinawa, and you know, I did my regular set. I was having a good time. That I did my set, and then it was the end. Downtown, you know, I would get off, you know, and then people standing up, clapping, just standing up, clapping. Everybody's clapping, you know. It was packed. So yeah, you gotta go do another song. So I'll go do 2 songs. Downtown, okay, good night, okay. Everybody's standing, everybody's clapping. Everybody's standing, everybody's clapping. They don't stop. So the general said, "Would you mind doing it?" Not at all. So I'll go do another song again. And after that song, they're still standing. I did 5
encores.
I say encores. That was unbelievable. There was 5 encores that never happened to me before or after. That's the only time.
Y con más ganas in Japan, no que no, Ruben.
Yeah, you know, like, wow. You know, went to Belgium and Roskilde Festival, rock, puro rock. So what the hell are we doing here? You know, but they fell in love with the accordion and the cumbias, you know. So, pero no había mexicanos. And we opened up for Guns N' Roses. 101,000 people. There was other groups though, other rock. You know, they had about 8 stages in that rock festival. Went to Holland, and over there you go to a restaurant and you want a cigarette with coffee? I don't smoke. No, I'm talking about the real stuff.
The real stuff.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, I'll take some coffee. Yes. That was the first experience of that. You know. But there's so many things that I've seen in the road. There's been 3 people have died on the dance floor when we were performing.
Really?
Different cities.
Wow.
Wichita Falls.
What do you do, Ruben? What do you do? Somebody drops on the ground while you're playing and alguien cae. Did everything stop? What happened?
Yeah, we stop. Of course we stop. We stop and take care of this person and we call for the ambulance and whatever. We don't say, hey, this person just died. No, they took him to the ambulance, they took him to the hospital. So we kind of, you know, make like, hey, he's still alive or she's still alive, you know. But when there's one where the people killed somebody there where we were playing, now that we stopped.
Sure.
Yeah, he was dead. It was, se agarraron 2, whatever. Y que él sacó la pistola y pues vino la policía y dice, ¿sabes qué? Aquí se para todo el jale. So yeah, I've seen some...
¿Qué dijiste, Ruben? No problem. No problem.
Let me get out of here.
Oye, Ruben, have you ever performed somewhere? And I'll give you a little. Have you ever seen the movie La Bamba?
Yeah.
Remember that part cuando están tocando y saltan los chingazos on the dance floor? Has it ever happened to you where you're performing and there's an all-out fight?
Oh, of course. Like you playing here and over there, you see at the entrance, comienzan. You start seeing chairs flying. Y se comienza y pues la gente not involved backs away, but se queda el bulto whoever's fighting, and they're knocking tables down and chairs down, and they would come over the stage and say, "Hey, let's get out of here."
Time to go.
In Florida, stage was right there, dance floor right there in front of us, and stage right here. No upstage, right there. So two guys started fighting, and this gun comes out. Híjole, ¿sabes qué? Hey, vámonos. Yeah, hijo Jesús. Then that same person, there's some people, that night, the cops had whoever outside, so all the Mexicanos were surrounding the cop.
Really?
Yeah. I said, man, I don't want to be part of this. I said, and I tried to say, hey, no. Let him do his job. He's doing his job. He wasn't hitting the guy, whatever. They were just once. It's a familia, a big family there that dance or something, So yeah, I've seen some really not strange, but strange to me because I never seen it before,
Ruben, as big of a band that you have, because you got a big band, how difficult is it to keep everybody together, Porque I can only imagine, man. I've always said, the bigger the band, the tougher it is, porque you kind of turn out to be like a babysitter in a sense, ¿verdad? Where's the drummer? Hey, man, where's the bass player? And estás buscando, and you're making sure everybody's together. Y the bigger the band, the harder it is, wouldn't you say?
It is. It is harder. But, that's, if you had a band, my band was like all of them from here, it'd be fine. But like some people say, why don't you come over here and play for the people? We can't pay you nothing, but you're an awesome, won't cost you nothing. Yes, it will. I got my drummers from Dallas, my accordion players from San Marcos, one of my trumpet players from Crystal City, the other two are from San Antonio. So that's people that I have to make arrangements for as far as gas, give them some kind of money to come over here to play for free. But yes, it's hard because they're from out of town, so we have to leave from here. Sometimes people get caught in traffic or da. So I está esperando, Pero that's part of the being querer ser band leader. That's part of the headache, and you put up with it to a certain extent, till you put your foot down. I want to charge you're going to be 30 minutes late, going to charge $25, whatever, for something, so they'll make an effort, to be there on time.
Amigo, I'm going to quote David Lee Garza, and what I'm going to tell you right now, I did an interview with David Lee, y le pregunté yo, oye, David Lee, whenever somebody has ideas in your band, do they give you ideas? And he goes, yeah, they give me ideas, but I tell them, whenever you get your own band, you can do it however you want.
That's right. That's right.
Whenever you get your band, you do it however you want.
Mm-hmm. And that's true, you hustle, you sacrifice family, you sacrifice whatever to keep this band, whatever, for somebody to come and tell you how to do it, especially if you've been successful for 50 years, 40 years, 30, whatever, somebody comes and tells you that, no. You go get your band, you run it the way you want to.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Ruben, can you remember where you were the day you found out Selena passed away?
I was in New Mexico. No, I was in Arizona.
How did you find out, Ruben?
Arizona, somebody that came in and we were going to do a tardeada with Hugo Guerrero and two other groups, and Eloy, Arizona, I believe. Don't quote me on as far as, but it's one of like Eloy or something like Arizona. Somebody, came running. They heard it. However they heard, that Selena had been shot. Yeah, right. Yeah, stop kidding. No, she's been shot, taken to the hospital. So yeah, that was that we were in Arizona.
What kind of how did you feel about that? What was your intake on that when you heard it? Did you believe it? When you finally found out for sure, you know what? She was shot and she was killed. What was your feeling?
Qué lástima. To me, qué lástima. Her being at that point in her career, she was crossing over, or you just crossed over, as far as mainstream, as far as international. And then, bow, that's it. Somebody shoots you. That's like, what a shame, what a, qué lástima. And for the person that did it, why did you want to kill this person,
Did it ever change your mentality of who to work with, who to deal with, who to keep in your circle, being more careful because of something that would happen with Selena like that?
I thought about it, but it hasn't. Como dice, we kind of breeze through it. We don't do it no more. My sons, they take care of me, overly take care of me, like they don't want me to go outside, they don't want me to go over here outside the bus by myself. Man, these are my fans. Like I said, these are my fans, they're not going to hurt me, they care about me. But yet they say, no, somebody goes with you wherever you go. And I'm not crazy about that because I don't think that is gonna happen because I don't cross or try to cross nobody like for them to come and want to hurt me to that extent, But
I got to be honest with you. I don't blame your sons. They love their father. They care for the father. Ruben, as many fans that you have, siempre hay un pendejo, una pendeja allá afuera who wants to make headlines. They got nothing better to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't blame you either. You want to take care of your fans, man.
Yeah, but I admire them for thinking of me like that, and I welcome it, but. A veces que pone gorro, I can go to the freaking restroom by myself, hey, chingada, You got to draw the line somewhere, But it is cool. It's cool,
Ruben,
I love him. I know that.
Ruben, have you ever had an embarrassing moment with a fan? Somebody that embarrassed you? They were just going crazy. Somebody that alguien que te avergüenzó?
No. Let me see. I don't remember anything like that. I remember me doing a whole set and people, how people dance and a lot of people stand in front and stuff, and you do a set, oh yeah, I got that thing and all that stuff, and then you go to the restroom and your zipper's down. It's been down while you were there singing,
Nobody told you nothing, Ruben?
Huh?
Nadie te dijo nada? Nobody said, hey, man.
Yeah, que vaya. I said, I bet some of y'all here saw that my zipper was down, but y'all didn't tell me. I'm telling the people down there. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Oye, Ruben came here on, hey, man, now we know why they call you El Gato Negro. Hey, man.
But, yeah, that was very embarrassing. And there's other, let me see.
I know that girls got to go crazy. Girls are going crazy over you, and women will be women. Women will do some crazy things out there, Ruben.
I know they will. I know they will. Yeah.
And we'll keep it right there, Robert.
Yeah, just leave it alone, okay?
Amigo.
It's not good,
Sure. It's all part of the business, ¿verdad, Ruben? Right? It's part of the business?
Yeah. When I start to worry is when they don't make a fuss anymore, That's when I need to worry. But no,
Amigo.
That's part
Amigo.
of it. Yeah.
Let me ask you. Emilio Navaira. Talk to me about him.
Emilio Navaira was a good person, and I didn't get to perform with him except I think twice, and one was missing with Little Joe's band, But he's a good person, Raulito. I loved him. He was always very affectionate, we would see each other, because we did a lot of these golf tournaments. So every time we see each other, come over here and give me a kiss on the cheek,
Yeah, he was known for that.
And we had performed. No, but I take it back three or four times. But the last time we performed together was at Billy Bob's, and we took a picture with him and Raulito, and he looked great. He was, and then 2 weeks later, he's gone. So, he was a great person. I love Emilio.
Amigo, like I said, you have been surviving decades in this crazy music industry, which I call it. Let me ask you something. En tu opinión, Ruben, what is going on with Tejano music today, amigo?
It's changing, and it's changing because of the culture is changing. The stations that we had, the land radios that we had playing our music went from, an example, maybe 100 stations in Texas to maybe 8 or 5, So Tejano music is not heard hardly anymore to the young people that would like it if they heard it. So all the juventud is going in another direction because the other direction there's the music that they like. Over here there's no Tejano music being played nowhere, So that's dying. A new breed or new kind of music is coming in also, and that's a music cycle. There's a cycle, It used to be a big band era in the 30s, 40s, and the 50s, the 60s, Ciro Lopez, But then it started changing. Went from orchestra to my kind of band. I'm not an orchestra. I got the horn section, but an orchestra is, like I said, an orchestra got 3 saxophones, 3 trumpets, a trombone, conguero, got 13, 14 elements. That's an orchestra. So it went from that cycle to our cycle, which is us, the Latin breed, Little Joe, 2, 3 horns, and now it's going from the horns, now it's going to accordion, mostly accordion for the most part. And it's a cycle, it's all a cycle, to me.
But Ruben, una cosa, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're losing a lot of our Tejano icons. And, and it seems like, they're getting fewer and fewer, and there's nobody that I can think of right now. I may be missing one or two bands, but even then there's very few. There's nobody there to pick up the slack. I've always said that right now, my opinion, Tejano music is running on fumes de lo que era. ¿Me entiendes?
Se está acabando el diesel.
es todo lo que es como like a comet. ¿Me entiendes? Pasa el comet y nomás queda la colita del comet cuando pasó. And that's all that's all we have right now. We got very few icons like yourself. Performing this music, and I really think that we need some young blood out there to keep the cycle going, as you say.
Well, there's still there's the Sombra, there's younger, there's the guys from Houston, ¿cómo se llaman? The young, I can't remember, my mind is blank, it's to be out getting old, okay? I can't recollect. But, there are some, but I know what you're saying, se está acabando. Pero we got to embrace there's a bunch of young singers, young women singers right now. They're recording, and I can't name the names, but there's a whole bunch of young Savannah and Mickey and whatever, and da-da-da. Those are like maybe some of the new generation Tejanos, and their style,
Ruben, do you hold a specialness, and I don't think I'm wrong in this, but do you hold a specialness performing at Fiesta here in San Antonio, Market Square?
Do I hold a
specialness to wanting to perform at Market Square during Fiesta?
There's no other place like San Antonio. There's no other environment like San Antonio. To me, without San Antonio, if San Antonio wasn't there, or it's there, but if San Antonio was not there, like my fans, I don't think I'd be in the music business. San Antonio is my, I don't know, cash cow is not what I'm
Your cash cow.
But I get so much from San Antonio. I get
That's
so
good.
much from San Antonio than any other city. Not downgrading other cities, but I'm just saying.
Of course. Oh, no, of course. That is what it is.
But there's no other place like San Antonio. There's no other city that's as lively, or whatever the word, as San Antonio. San Antonio, there's something going on there, and people lo apoyan. People support it. And it's great, man. That's one of the places I love to go play, San Antonio.
I know you probably don't remember this, but just this past year in February, I met you backstage. I was at the Love Jams concert, and you were there at the Love Jams concert with your wife. I met you back there, and I think you were there, and you really seem to be enjoying the music from Tierra, from East LA, Rudy Salas.
Yeah.
I got to ask you, what do you think about that type of music? Should I say, I call it the East LA, el sonido de East LA. You enjoy it?
That's more Chicano. That's Chicano more. They're playing more Chicano music as far as like I didn't finish telling you that we like this. We like George Strait. We like this other country. We like James Brown. We like Earth, Wind and Fire. We like all these different kinds of music besides rancheras, polkas, and what we do, cumbias. We like all this other music, so we integrate all of this other music somehow into our sets. We either perform a song from Earth, Wind and Fire, or we perform some of the old. I perform some of the oldies from the 60s and 70s, you know.
Chicago?
Chicago, that was when I Mexican Revolution, we were doing a lot of Chicago.
Oh, man.
We were doing, well, and that was when I was just starting. I jumped from my brother's band to the Mexican Revolution.
Have you ever performed any music by Blood, Sweat, and Tears?
Blood, Sweat, and Tears with Alfonso, yes.
See?
Yeah.
Wow, I can imagine that, man. The beauty of what you can do, Ruben, when you got the full horn section, the orchestra, should we call it, you know, you can do a lot of damage, what you're doing.
Well, one other instance that I want to tell you that I remember is us playing in South Beach, California. Los Alegres de Terán. Are you familiar with those musicians?
Yes, I am.
And they are nothing but corridos, right?
Okay.
Nothing but corridos. So the label I was recording, they would sell me over here with whoever friend they were in California, and it just happened that we were opening up for Los Alegres de Terán because we used to carry a PA. 6 channels, sure columns here, but and they didn't, so they just came in and played, plugged in. But I didn't know then what I know now. So I came out, and it was pura raza de Mexico, okay? Mis hermanos de Mexico, most of them, because, it was Alegre de Terán, it was packed. So I come out banging with, the Chicago tunes and stuff, a lot of English and stuff, and till they told me to get off stage.
Oh, really?
Seriously, yeah. Seriously. To a point where they came and cut my PA, cut my speakers. So I was shut up. Yeah, I had to get off stage. Because they came to hear Los Alegres de Terán. I mean, they might enjoy my music now the way I play now, but then I was playing for English. Because I had just come in from my brother, so they sing English. So I was putting a lot of English music in my sets. And told me to get off stage. And the promoter came and got me off stage before they come and beat the shit out of me. Yeah.
Ruben, I know you're really tight on your time, and once again, I'm going to thank you so very much for taking time, and to do my morning show. And we've got so much music that we could talk about. We'd be here for days and days, but I'm going to put the spotlight. Man, I'm looking at all your music right now on my computer, on my playlist, and you got tons of music on my playlist. But I'm going to put the spotlight on one song, and one song only, unfortunately. And the song I want to talk about is Para Mi Madre.
Right.
Talk to me about the song, Ruben.
It's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song, and Las Madres, they always ask me for that song.
Beautiful.
Around Mother's Day,
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah. It's a very, very touching, whatever song, and they love me to sing that song.
How did you come across to record this song and perform this song?
I think my brother bought I think they were Rick, my accordion player. No me acuerdo who had bought it to me, but I really liked it. I liked the words, very suitable for a madrecita.
Is there a song that it doesn't matter where you're playing at, you absolutely, positively need to play that song, or the fans are not going to let you leave?
El gato negro y paloma negra.
Oh! Ruben, if you don't perform it, what's going to happen, Ruben, if you don't perform those 2 songs?
You better get it back on stage and do it. And I've done it before. After it's over, I want to do it, that short version of it, just to ¿Sabes qué?
What happened? You forgot or what?
Sometimes you forget. I never do a list. I should start doing a list, but I never do a list, And a lot of times, you're playing with several other groups, and se pasa el tiempo, se pasa un poquito, the other group se pasa poquito. By the time you know it, you only got 30 minutes left, because nobody's keeping time with musicians. Somebody's got to be, hey, Saki, córtale, that's it, next, But yeah, and a lot of times también se me olvida. Got so many songs. Got so many songs in the repertorio, I go back in to do the song, by the time time's out and I haven't done the song that they want.
You see, I'm looking at all your music on my playlist. So you see, and I'm going against what I told you, man. I'm looking como Dale, Dale, La Boa, Las Botellas, ¿Qué me has dado? Esa mujer. Quiero besar tu, Ruben. This is just unbelievable. The music that you perform, with the music you've recorded, and the people have embraced you for it. They really, really have, amigo.
They have, and I really love them for it. Appreciate them primero Dios, but they're the ones that keep me going. They keep me going. They're my life, umbilical cord life, whatever, for my music and my band, the Mexican Revolution.
Amigo, you just recently got married.
Yeah, well, a year and a half ago.
Well, okay, we're still in the honeymoon phase, Ruben, okay?
That's right. That's right.
I'm trying to help you here, Ruben.
No, you are. It is.
There we go.
Going to the coast this weekend.
That's awesome. You're taking some time off?
Yeah, I'm going to take a week off. We had 2 gigs, whatever, and we're both one way out on West Texas and the other one out in New Mexico, and it was like two gigs, not good myself, and they was not good, but 2 together, in the kind of the same area made sense, but then one se hizo de aguas, so I didn't want to go way over there for $6,000 for this other one. So I told my son, Charlie, let's cancel it. Let's go be where the people are and be enjoying the 4th of July weekend,
There you go.
We worked every Christmas and every New Year's. I've done that for the last 53 years. So I said, you know what, let's get away. Let's go to the coast, y'all get lost. I don't want to see you for
I don't want to see you, man. Get out of here.
That's right. Get away. Get lost.
Amigo, whenever you go to Corpus or, whenever, do you ever stop by and visit Abraham Quintanilla?
I've gone there. I might go over there this weekend if I have time. I'm supposed to do a song with Buga.
Buga?
Yeah, I think Buga, that's his name, but I think I'm supposed to do a song with him. I might do this weekend if I can.
I know you did a recording, a DVD at Q Productions, ¿verdad?
Right,
There we go, like about 2-3 years ago? Maybe a little bit more than that?
And I need to go talk to him because we were thinking of doing I'm doing a mariachi DVD with the mariachi.
Ruben, no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
But so I need to talk to him, yeah.
Amigo, any last words for your fans?
Just that I love them. I want them to live one day at a time, and have patience with the world right now. Have patience, but we need to be more getting more involved with what's happening up there in Washington and stuff, We need to get involved. The exercise of votes is one, because This is serious stuff. You know, this is racism to me. You know, Hitler was German. He was racist. And this guy, he's from Germany. He's a German. So we need to be aware of that. That's all I'm going to say. God bless you.
Ruben Ramos, I'm going to say this one more time. I thank you so very much for taking the time to do the morning show with me, and even more so, you're a busy person. I applaud your efforts. I love your music. I love what you do. I mean, you're a living legend, and amigo, every time I see you perform, I look at you, and I'm in amazement. I'm in awe of saying, this man is going to live forever and ever.
Híjole, chinga.
And it's la verdad, amigo, porque, amigo, the last time, I saw you perform one time at Market Square, and I can't tell you, man, the people, the energy, the way they embraced you, they just went crazy. You coming on stage and performing, and I said, lo que tiene Ruben Ramos, look at his age, the time frame we're in today, and you can still electrify an audience.
Well, the people are my energy. The people give me energy. I can be driving for less 20 hours and just getting there just to change clothes and get on stage if I'm tired. But once I get on stage, I forget I'm tired. People actually give me energy.
Ruben Ramos, El Gato Negro, thank you so very much for joining me on my morning show.
You got it, Robert. You have a good day and a good morning to all of you listeners right out there.